The six-pointed star, or hexagram, known today as the Magen David, is found in many ancient world cultures. In fact, it is not even clear where and when the symbol originated. There may have been one common source, or the symbol may have been adopted independently by various societies and cultures. The Magen David's fairly simple and symmetrical shape may have contributed to its broad appeal. While different societies used it to represent different ideas, its iconic form of two opposite and interlocking triangles led most to associate it with the duality and polarity of forces in the universe. The hexagram's usage in the East stretches back into antiquity. Six-pointed stars or hexagrams are frequently employed in ancient mandalas and cosmological diagrams in the Eastern religions of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. The hexagram is also commonly displayed in the Shinto belief system in Japan. The I Ching, an ancient book of Chinese wisdom and divination, contains 64 hexagrams. Strangely enough, given the Nazi appropriation of the swastika, there are many cases in Buddhist ritual art of a swastika appearing in the middle of a six-pointed star. This symbol was also an important astrological figure in Zoroastrianism, a religion centered in ancient Persia. Christianity, and even more so Islam, adopted this symbol in ritual art and architecture. Even today, churches and mosques contain examples of this usage, and Islamic art, which thrives on symmetry, is particularly partial to this figure. In addition to its use by the major organized religions, the six-pointed star was adopted throughout the ages by many different Western occult and mystical groups, and it was an important symbol in the practice of alchemy. The Theosophical Society, established in 1875 to investigate the common roots of Western and Eastern religions, incorporated the Star of David into its emblem. Most of these groups, societies, and institutions drew upon various legends and traditions about King Solomon and the 5 and 6-pointed stars, the pentagram, and the hexagram. Freemasons, who drew their inspiration and traditions from King Solomon and the Temple in Jerusalem, used the figure extensively. Many of the founding fathers of the United States were Freemasons, including Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, John Hancock, and Nathanael Greene, while many others were influenced by their philosophy and symbols. Much has been written about the various symbols, including the hexagram that appear on the American $1 bill. The 13 stars representing the original 13 colonies are arranged in the shape of a Magen David on the Great Seal of the United States, which appears on the dollar bill. The Rastafari movement, a modern religion which developed in Jamaica, draws upon biblical imagery and uses the Magen David as a major symbol of its beliefs. This symbol is also used extensively in sacred geometry to construct a wide variety of religious structures, an endeavor rooted in the observation of natural forms and shapes, and an analysis of their associated mathematical principles. Even without mentioning every usage of the Star of David throughout history, this very brief survey highlights how broad its appeal has been to religions and cultures worldwide. Very few symbols, if any, can make a similar claim. It is this phenomenon which makes the history of the Magen David all the more intriguing. While this book will primarily focus on the Magen David's role in Judaism, the likelihood and reality of cross-cultural influences will be discussed, and a fascinating possibility will be entertained in the concluding chapter.